What is going on, everybody? It's Jay, aka It's Ghost Story, back with another Phantom Parade news video. And today's Tuesday, which means it's a weird news video because usually we do news videos on Thursdays. And this piece of news is the most interesting piece of news we have had this entire dry month. So we're getting our compensation event for the whole Rame extravaganza, right? Basically getting that delay, and this is supposed to be our half anniversary event. Now, when they said half anniversary event, right, I thought like, oh yeah, we were going to just get like some extra stuff during our half anniversary, which would be like basically the 2 month after this, or like basically in August, right? When we're in August and we're celebrating JP's side of the half anniversary where we actually get, the new units. But no, we're actually celebrating like the real half anniversary period for a global Phantom Parade. And it's really starting to look like our half anniversary unit is green NANAMI. Now, usually I wouldn't exactly have an issue with this. I just have an issue with the phrasing, right? Because this is supposed to be the compensation event for our half anniversary. And listen, I know people aren't going to like this already. Because it's our half anniversary, we see what goes on with JP. Global players are going to be upset. I'm a little bit upset. I would have preferred if they just called it the compensation event. But then again, at the same time, for some reason, there was only one message of acknowledging fault for that entire event in the first place. And now this is like our reward, which is basically just a Discord event. And again, y'all know me. I hate Discord events. Mainly because, like, if we're going to do something for the game, put it in the game. Crazy concept. Am I right? And some people are actually very excited for this. Now, some people are having very interesting opinions because some people think we're actually going straight into like JP's side of the half anniversary. I do not believe that to be the case. When it comes to the global side of things, the way global post or acts in quotation marks, it almost feels like that they treat us like we don't know what's going on in JP. It's like all global players just have no knowledge of what's happening on the other side of the game, and they just pretend that's the case. It's what it feels like almost. But we already know what the rest of May is going to look like, which is this. Now, mind you, the same with last month. The event period and contents may be changed without any prior notice. So they could just like throw in some crazy shenanigans out of nowhere during the NANAMI stuff. But since NANAMI's in the advertising, he's definitely going to be a part of this event. And considering it says, the 3-day countdown from the 19th to the 22nd, we look at our wonderful calendars, right? You know who's arriving on that date. It's that boy NANAMI. So it looks like us on the global side, our half anniversary unit is going to be green NANAMI. And during our half anniversary season, we'll most likely have to celebrate not only with NANAMI, but also with a green attribute featured gacha, which is almost a little bit hilarious, but totally fitting for us global players. That we're not only celebrating another anniversary milestone with a standard unit, but we're doing it back to back with a green attribute banner right afterwards. Hallelujah. Am I right? First it was the blue Naobito, the bearer of the curse. And then you got NANAMI over here, getting ready to carry his torch. Now, let's say there's hypothetically 2 scenarios that go down, right? First scenario is that we celebrate our anniversary. Our anniversary is just a typical schedule. And then we celebrate like the real thing in August. It's what I expected. But if they start like fast forwarding the schedule like they did for anniversary, like for global, then I also wouldn't be equally surprised. I'm kind of open-minded at the moment, but I'm leaning towards us staying towards a normal schedule until that event in August. So in August, I feel like that's when we'll celebrate the actual 1.5, where we'll get like Summer UG, Summer Gojo, just like last year, right? And if they do speed up the schedule, then a lot of free-to-plays will complain. So it's a very interesting dilemma. So there is one side that's like, okay, if they skip all the standards, we can get all the cool half anniversary stuff now at the exact same time. Everything will be hype. Everybody will enjoy everything together, right? And then there's the other side where it's like, yeah, that's cool, but if we skip all the standards, we're also skipping all the events, which means skipping all the cubes to grind, and that goes alike for free-to-plays and paid players. So there is kind of like a lose-lose in both areas. But at the same time, this all could have been solved if they just didn't advertise this as 1.5, if it really is just going to be Green NANAMI. Like, if it's just going to be Green NANAMI, I'll be fairly disappointed. And on top of that, we already used the dice game for Urame. So that just means that, like, another big global celebration thing was already used beforehand. So it's like, we're really just going to have, like, a Discord event and a normal in-game event as our anniversary. You know? And I felt like this was relevant enough for me to make an opinion video on it. But, like, again, just like in every negative video I make about Global Phantom Parade, I'm very apathetic to this version of the game. Like, you almost can't make me care too hard at this point, right? So we'll just leave it at that. We will see what they do in 3 days from now, right? Mainly 2, because as soon as it hits Thursday, that's when they start giving like the official announcements for the banners releasing and all that stuff. So we'll do a follow-up news video on that day. So I will leave you guys with that. Let me know in the comments down below what horrendous things you think they're going to do, or if they're going to clutch up, you know, and they're going to make me happy, and I'm going to hop on a video on Thursday screaming happy joy joy for everybody. Aside from Phantom Parade news, I'm also playing that JoJo's game, JoJo's Golden Anthem. Let me know if you guys want to see like a summon video on that or something. Just to, you know, make the mood light up. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more fun. But other than that, that's it from your boy. It's been Jay, aka It's Ghost Story. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the Discord server. It's in the channel bio. Read to 2K. We're almost there. But most importantly, I will see you guys later.